What is up, guys? It is time for a Q&A. I have not done one in a hot minute, so here we go. I did one last week, like a really short one on my Snapchat, and I had a lot of questions that I didn't get to answer, so got them here on my phone. I'm gonna answer them for you right now. First question, how do you enter the bodybuilding.com spokesmodel search? The first thing you gotta do is make a video. So that is the way that everyone in the whole wide world enters this contest. Is they create a 5-minute video about themselves and why they should be the bodybuilding.com spokesmodel. So I will put a link to mine in the description box below so you can see exactly what I did. I was like super goofy in mine because that's just who I am, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that that is very true. And I just was really genuine and honest about who I am and why it meant so much to me to be a part of bodybuilding.com. So yeah, like that's all you gotta do. Just be creative, be yourself, and you know, be a little bit professional about it. These days people are making like really nice videos, and I was lucky I had someone help me. Peter from District Barbell, who is the owner of Ape Athletics as well, he helped me create mine, and we filmed it at District, so shout out to him because he really did help me a lot. So after that phase, basically you are sent into bodybuilding.com. They watch every single video. Like, I know it takes them like days and days and days to just review every video, so you have to make sure that it is in the allotted time and meets all the requirements, otherwise they'll just like X you out. So they pick whoever they feel represents bodybuilding.com. And after that, you get into the top 20, and at that point it's out for voting for the public. At this point, they're also looking at your social media and how active you are and what you represent and the messages that you convey, because that's all part of being a spokesmodel. And they do look to see if you're on Body Space. So if you're not on Body Space, you need to go sign up for that right now and check it out, because that is a way that you can interact with other bodybuilding.com members. So after top 20, it is top 5 males, top 5 females, and at that point, they're still, you know, watching your social media. That's pretty much all it is, because that's all they know you from. So we had about like a month, I would say, until we were sent to Boise, Idaho, which is kind of where, you know, the real in-person judging started. So we had some photo shoots, and you can go back and look at my series where I like vlogged the whole thing. We had in-person group interviews. We did a video interview, and all of these things were judged. And then we all flew together to the LA Fit Expo, where we had a stage competition and an interview on stage. So all of these things are worth points, and that's how they judge us and grade us. And so the person with the most points wins. It's a literal competition. It is very fair, and it's based off of multiple people who represent bodybuilding.com and Train Magazine. So that is pretty much the process. And my number one piece of advice would just be to be genuine and authentic, and be very active on social media, sharing that with the bodybuilding.com community. Question number 2, tips for someone who is trying to grow their social media in the fitness industry. Number 1 tip is be consistent. So if you're posting here and there, like whenever you feel like it, people aren't going to know to come to you as a source of information and value. And the other thing that goes along with that is you need to know what you represent, what your motto is, what you are trying to share with other people. Like for me, I'm very passionate about helping others like find and share and pursue their passions, because that's what I did. I quit my corporate sales job so that I could pursue my passion for fitness, and I would say that that kind of became my theme. And I think that that theme applies to like so many other things in life, and especially fitness. I know a lot of people that are in this industry or just starting to get into it, they're very passionate about it. And so that was my theme, and I became very consistent when the bodybuilding.com search started. And the reason for that is I literally quit my job the week before the bodybuilding.com search entry thing happened, and it was sort of out of necessity almost that I started posting like all the time. But also I wasn't posting when I was in my old job as much because, you know, people were looking at me in my corporate job, and some of the things that we post on social media are not necessarily things that would be considered professional to corporate America. That's just kind of how it is. And so, you know, like for me, being on stage in a bikini, like that was really normal. I was so proud of that. But there were people that looked at that and were like, oh wow, like that girl, Christie, you know. Yeah, so that happened, and that is a reason that I wasn't very active. I just wanted, when I was in that role, people to take me seriously. And after a time, you know, I just said, F it, you know, like I don't want to be doing something where I have to hide who I am and, you know, like limit myself. So that's kind of when my social media started taking off, is when I was able to like completely put myself out there, and just stopped giving a crap what other people thought. And don't get me wrong, I still care sometimes, but really not to the same degree. So yeah, the other thing would be, don't be afraid. Just go start posting things. There's no need to wait. You don't need the perfect picture. Just start sharing your value with other people. Another question was, what motivates me to keep doing what I do, and how do I stay that way? Well, first of all, I just like to, you know, look good naked. Who doesn't like to look good naked? That's kind of how it all started for me. But as it became a passion for me, you know, I really saw what an impact I had on other people. And I got messages from people saying, Christie, like, how do I do this? How do I quit my job? How do I gain more confidence on stage and in life? Like, I love that stuff. So that's what keeps me motivated to keep growing my social media and my business and keep putting myself out there. So those would be the two things. The next question is, what made me want to start competing? So when I first got into fitness, Instagram was a thing, and I would scroll through trying to find my own motivation at the time, because at that point motivation came from other people and not as much from within initially, which was a shame. But I would see, you know, these girls in these sparkly bikinis and like shredded abs, and it was like, oh my god, I gotta do that. That is amazing. And at the time I was living in Germany, so I wasn't really in the right place to be competing. I didn't really have a lot of money because I was in college and I was living abroad, which I'll go into later. So I waited a few years until I graduated, until I got home, got a job, and then I was in the right place financially, and finally was like, you know what, I am gonna go be that girl in the bikini, because I know that I'm just as good as her, and I know that I have an amazing physique that I want to show off proudly. So I did that and competed. What's a good meal plan to lose weight? This question is a very interesting one, because for the majority of people in the, you know, realm of wanting to lose weight are exposed to media and, you know, these articles saying toned tummy, or lose belly fat fast, burn belly fat. I'm like, oh my god, I can't stand it. Like, I really can't stand it, because it's all crap. It is all crap. And you know what? The only good meal plan, the only way to lose weight is to consume less calories. So to give you the quick science behind this, every person, every body has a certain number of calories that they personally, based on their activity level, their body fat level, their height, their weight, their age, all these factors come into that number, that calorie number that you every day need simply to exist. Okay, that's called your maintenance level. So if you were to stay the exact same as you are right now, you'd be eating the same number of calories at your maintenance level. Okay, and to lose weight, you need to be eating less than this level. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're juicing, if you're eating fucking potato chips, if you're eating broccoli and chicken. All that matters is that you're eating less than this number. Okay, above this number, you're gaining weight. Below this number, you're losing weight. So no pill, no magic trick, no juicing cleanse is gonna do anything unless you're eating below this number. So there are ways that you can calculate this. I would Google calculate your macros. If you don't feel like doing the research yourself, I can help you. I am a coach. I do this for people all the time. I calculate what they need to be eating for their personal body type and lifestyle and everything for them individually to be losing weight. And we set up a meal plan together so that, you know, whatever they're eating that meets their preferences, it meets their lifestyle requirements. Their training is set up to help accelerate fat loss. So, you know, there's no quick fix. Like, just because you know, see a meal plan that somebody else is doing, that doesn't mean that you're going to lose weight on it necessarily. If the meal plan happens to be under your maintenance level, then yes, you will lose weight. But it is much better to have somebody's help in creating a meal plan that fits your individual body and your goals. So that's my rant. Anyway, next question. What ethnicity am I? I am Chinese. I am half Chinese and half Caucasian. But if you want to get technical about it, I guess you could say like my mom has Anglo-Saxon background, Lithuanian background, like European. She was born in Switzerland and my father was born in China, and I grew up traveling a lot. So I am half Chinese, although a lot of people say that I look full Chinese, which I guess is possible. But I love it. I feel like there's not a lot of Asian females in the fitness community, so it really is motivating for me to show that an Asian woman can be, you know, muscular yet also feminine. So next one is, did I go to university and what was my experience? So I actually went to university in Switzerland, in a place called Lugano, Switzerland. And the reason I went there is because one day I got a postcard in the mail and it had this beautiful photo on it of a lake and mountains, and it asked me if I wanted to go to college in Switzerland, and I was like, hell yeah, I do. I visited over there initially, and it's like a 400-person school. I got to travel every semester with my professors. I got to travel on the weekends, and it was the opportunity of a lifetime. And I just thought, like, there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna have to have a job and not be able to travel as much. So I want to go to a place where I can have all these life experiences that I don't know if I'm gonna have the chance to have later on. One of the loves of my life, even before fitness, was traveling. So it really, I would say, gave me a life education and not just a classroom education. So it was such an amazing experience. And if you haven't traveled and you have the ability to, please go travel, because it really teaches you so much. Did I play sports in high school? No, not. I was a cheerleader for like 2.2 seconds. My freshman and sophomore year, and I actually got kicked off the team because I was JV cheer captain, and I skipped a game to go to like my boyfriend at the time's basketball game, and the head coach came and found me and yelled at me, and I was like, I'm done with this crap. The girls are kind of bitchy, and you know, it's really not that fun. I'm just like waving my arms around, and so unathletic, non-competitive. I never even played soccer when I was a kid. Like, I hated competing, which is pretty insane to me now considering all of the competing I do. Yeah, I'm the most competitive person that I know. So it's, yeah, funny how that all evolved. Last question, what would my ideal perfect date be? Definitely we'd have to eat like super delicious food, obviously, and probably doing something outside in nature. Like, I love the beach. Yeah, like, I'm a pretty simple girl. All right, guys, this will conclude my Snapchat Q&A. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned a little bit more about me. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below, and I will include them in the next Q&A that I do. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.